John, first of all, your reaction to this afternoon's defeat?
Disappointed, obviously. I don't think we got many complaints. I thought Bolton were a better team. You know, you're disappointed because you've lost a 2-goal lead. But I think they were the better team overall. Particularly the last half hour. I mean, they changed the shape, they made a couple of subs. They're blessed with a wealth of talent, as I said, in pre-match. And that made a difference. The change in formation allowed the wingers to be more dynamic. We've got a full-back on a Buchan. And that proved to be the difference. They were clever with the blocks from set plays. They got away with it all day and it led to a goal. You know, fair play to them. It's not up to them to spot them. We spotted it after 5 minutes. The fourth official didn't want to do anything about it, but that's, you know, it's clever play, good build-up. Then he got a head of steam up and they were difficult to stop. And Toby's made 2 unbelievable saves before they've scored the second. He just wondered about the threshold for fouls, because the amount of fouls we got given against us today, and we think it's a clear foul in the build up to the second goal. Not given. But if you're just looking for fouls on the edge of the box for yourself, and that's the reason why you're saying you shouldn't have lost, I think you're clutching at straws. They were better than us. Hard and simple fact, they were better than us. We scored a great goal, not enough moments of forward play. When we did, we looked really encouraging, but we just didn't do enough for them. And if you look at the game as a snapshot, the whole game hinges on the miss. 2 headers off the line, 30 seconds after we scored to go 3-0 up. And if that goes in, I don't think they're coming back from that. But that's footy for.
From your perspective, you got a yellow card in the second half. What was that for? Was that a culmination of your frustration at some of the decisions?
No, well, I actually call one of their players a cheat. And anybody who goes down injured 20 yards aside our half, trying to get the game stopped. The game gets played on, he jumps up and sprints 50 yards. Is a cheat, isn't it? And there's no other word you can describe for it. Because he's feigning injury. 100% he's feigning injury because he gets up and sprints 50 yards. So, and the fourth official told me off for it, and I didn't like the way he spoke to me. So I told him. And he took seemed to be a bit of pleasure in bringing the referee over to get me a yellow card. So that's the nature of football at the moment.
Defeat obviously hurts, but does the fact you were 2 goals up make it even harder to accept?
No. At the time it does. You know, it's hard, it's gut wrenching at the time, and you know that miss is going to come back to bite you. You know, you felt it. But they're a strong side, and I think if we'd have won 2-0, I think it'd have been harsh on them. So.
A victory here today builds confidence, doesn't it? The opposite obviously now applies. You lose the game, that's 3 consecutive defeats. What's the mood like in the camp at the moment?
Last time we lost 3 on the bounce, we won 3 on the bounce. Just got to keep it like that. You know, we've conceded 3 goals now the last 3 games, which is a worry because we tightened up a bit. Them goals weren't as avoidable as the others, I don't think. But you know, it's a long, hard season, and we've got to scrap and try and get enough points to stay up. That's the top and bottom.
One big club today, Bolton Wanderers in this division, and you go to Peterborough United on Tuesday night, another team that obviously will challenge at the top end of the table. They're all difficult games, aren't they? Every
game you play in this league is going to be tough. And when you're playing the teams who are around you who are scrapping at the bottom, they're even tougher. We'll have to bring it on, you know. We've got good character in the squad. You can't fault the lads' effort. They're devastated in there. And they've given it all. Just today they weren't good enough.
In terms of Tuesday night, any additional injuries or any chance of any of your players who are injured right now coming back into the fold?
No, there'll be none of the long terms be fit. We'll have to just see how Mitch is after going over the barrier.